I get different designers all over.
Hey, hey.
That's when I'm in designer clothes. Okay.
All right, welcome to the first ever episode of the Me to You podcast. I am your host, it's G Fazo. Gerald is my co-host, Jaden.
Yo, what's good?
Jaden!
Yes,
Oh, my
sir.
bad, my
At
bad. It's my
JAA.
co-host, Jaden.
Oh, okay. It's at JAADNX on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all that good stuff. Y'all go at me.
And then my other co-host, King Rizzo.
It's the one and only, baby. You know who it is. I'm your host, Ray. You can follow me on Instagram at _thatboybonds. If you know how to spell, then you're gonna spell it correct. You can follow me on Twitter at King Rizzo _. You can follow. I ain't giving y'all my Snapchat. Let's get into it, man.
Yes, sir. And my socials are all SG Fazo. Because it's the first episode, I'll give you a little breakdown. I'm 19 years old, from Virginia, born in New Jersey. I currently live in North Carolina. I go to East Carolina University. My roommate is Jaden, and Ray happens to be my cousin. I almost fucked that up. The rest of y'all learn down the path. Y'all can go ahead and do y'all little intro, and then we can kick it off.
Go ahead, Jay.
All right. 19, roommates with G. You already know how it is. Born and raised in Newport News, Virginia. Real chill, real laid back. And y'all just have to get to know me more throughout this podcast for real.
And it is I, the King, Rizzo. I am 24 years old, man. I'm chill. I'm from a small city called Wilmston, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Real country boy. Um, y'all gonna get to learn a lot about us during this podcast, man. We just some goofballs. We're very, very smart, man. And we got a lot to share. So welcome to the podcast, man. From us or me to you. Let's get into it.
Sir. I know y'all both had something y'all want to talk about. One thing I wanted to kick off with, because I wanted to ask Ray specifically, because there's one thing y'all there's one thing y'all don't know about Ray. His favorite rapper is T.I., and I haven't really understood what's happening. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't know what's happening. I asked Jaden a little bit. He kind of, you know what I'm saying, he told me a little bit, but I'm sure Ray know. So I wanted to ask you, what's going on with this T.I. joint?
Man, so check it. From my understanding, the whole T.I. thing is going on. I'm gonna throw out the word allegations. There are allegations that him and his wife, Tiny Harris, have been running a sex trafficking ring. They've been, having different sexual partners, raping them, drugging them, having their way with them. Some of them have been underage. T.I. then takes to social media to clear it all up. He first starts off by defending his wife, saying, she's a beautiful woman. She has an amazing spirit. She, and he then proceeds to deny such allegations. And he's have concrete evidence to back up that everything, all these accusations made upon him and his wife are, seem to be false. And what he's saying is that the girl who's accusing them, apparently they had some type of relations. What they get into is what they get into, and that's what he's saying. But everything that they've done with anybody else have been consensual. They've been of age and everything, man. And it's not really my place to really dive into what they do into their bedroom, man. It sucks to see that, somebody of his caliber and his wife more so is just getting these accusations. Like, it's a defamation lawsuit right there, man. You really don't want nobody to say, yeah, yo, who, they was raping and, they was drugging and everything. And it's like,
I mean, as soon as you said
So-
that, I started thinking of like Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, and I don't want to think about T.I. like that.
So do you believe it? I know that's your man and everything, but like you feel like it's true?
Unbiasedly speaking, I don't believe it because one, with the concrete evidence, man, it's like it's backing up everything he's saying. And then he's saying that, some other people took to her Instagram live and where she said, yo, it's fake. She just wanted some clout. But I'm like, I feel like she wanted to keep things going. They probably was just like, nah, we done with you
Wait,
or
she said
whatever.
that out loud?
Well,
She
she
just
just
wanted
wanted
some
some
clout.
clout.
Yeah.
That's what T.I. said, man. I didn't really look at I listened to the whole video, but I didn't go like look at everything he was posting. But
Wait, let me ask you something. Was it just that one girl, or was it like multiple?
I think it was just that one girl.
All right.
And so by her saying this, by the caliber of celebrity he is, it just catapulted from there. And
True.
I don't believe it, because it's like, man, if something like this was going on, why not, say something like when it's happening? You feel what I'm saying?
True.
Especially when he had all this, everything else going on. It's like, that would have been a perfect time. Like, you want to hurt somebody, get them. But I
Not
don't
to say like every time something happens, it's only true if they say it immediately. But in this case, like T.I.'s had a lot of like different things, rhythm and flow, the podcast, all that. It's like if you really wanted to, I mean, I'm assuming you would want to get him back if he did something of that magnitude to you. Why you wait till he ain't really got nothing? You know what I'm saying? That seems
my thing is with it too is like, if you wanted money, just say that, man. Like, and I feel like when people, they try to extort these celebrities, man, and they're like, yo, you know what? I want 500,000. I'm not about to give you 500,000. Well, I'm about to go public with this, and I'm about to lie and say you said this. Nah, bro. Well, we just gonna have to, do what it do, because you're not about to extort me for my money, because I kick you to the curb and say, yo, nah, we not doing this no more.
Okay, but okay, where does Tiny come in? I'm confused on her part.
Well, because they saying
that doing it together.
They were doing it together.
Oh, so it was like
tag teaming the whole, like.
So they essentially saying it was like a sex trafficking thing, and then they was like what, threesoming or something?
Pretty much, and like drugging them
out here.
Sick.
Yeah, like they just out here like, all right, we can't get queen of this sex trafficking shit. Like,
yeah, what that? I mean, I would rather not believe that it's true. I don't really see. Then again, I mean, I understand half of it because I saw parts of people saying, "Why would y'all feel like this is so far fetched to a guy who goes to his daughter's gynecologist appointments?" I understand that side of the argument. Don't get me wrong. However, that just seemed like a stretch. Sex trafficking is not the same as going to your daughter's appointments. That's not the same thing.
I mean, I see where they try to draw the comparison though, because it's like if he's on that type of time, like it's not out of his character to pull something like that.
But I also look at it like with him going to his daughter's doctor's appointment, man. It's like, granted, that's a bit overbearing. I wouldn't personally do that, to each his own. I'm not going to tell this man how to run his household, but it's like, from my understanding, people were misconstruing what he meant and what he, set out to do by saying, yeah, I'm going to her doctor's appointment. They think like while she's getting her hymen checked, she like in there like, hey, you still a virgin there?
I thought that's what he was doing. That's the way I was told.
Right, but and my thing is like that's the these vlogs, that's all the people just like creating something out of nothing. Like from that, like think about it. As a dad, if you want to know, you're like, hey doc, she, that's probably what he was doing. He was just probably asking the doctor. Yeah. It ain't like he in there with her. You dig what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's not happening, bro. I don't personally see that happening. One, and I'm not even gonna go out there to the doctor's appointment with my daughter. That's what she has a mother for.
Yeah. That is
so he was wrong in that aspect. He was wrong. Now, if the mother wasn't there to take her, and it's like, all right, baby, go do your thing. We're gonna leave her out of here. That's what she has a mother for, to ask these questions and to make sure this, that, and the third. Yeah. I'm not about to. I mean, look, she's a beautiful young lady. And she's gonna attract guys. She's of age, man. It's like you can't protect your kids from everything, and eventually they're gonna be out there and they're going to experiment. They're going to have sex. They're going to do drugs. They're going to make bad decisions, and you cannot be there every step of the way to
Well, you
Protect.
thought that they're gonna do drugs. You just slid that in there.
God damn.
I don't think
Man,
everybody do drugs.
Think about it. You go out to a party. They're going to drink alcohol, man.
Yeah.
They're
I
going to
mean,
get around the
basically
social.
saying like you can't stop them from growing up. Really, like shit happens.
Much, man.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas gonna live. Like you gonna do
I
what you
mean,
do.
I get what you saying. You probably right. He probably wasn't like the way they made it seem, and I didn't dive deep into it. So the way I saw it was they made it seem like he was like yo, Doc, scoot over, and he was checking, like he was opening. You know what I'm saying? That's how they made it seem.
No,
I
no.
didn't think it was to that extent, but they made it seem like he was like looking.
Pause. Wait, hold up. Don't ever do that again. don't ever do that again.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey man, that's what
Say,
it
Doc.
was means
Hey, Doc.
having him do that. It was means having him do that like this.
That's wild.
I remember seeing those. It was like anyway. So to get back on topic though, I don't know. I don't see them doing that sex trafficking thing. But it's also like it's hard. You don't want to disregard what the woman says, but you also don't want to jump to believing her because it's like a serious thing, but it also comes up at random times so often with different celebrities.
Yeah, I also feel like, let's say she's lying, man. That looks bad, and that actually hurts the women's movement who they fought so hard to have that and say, you know what? I have the courage now to speak up about this, and people are backing me. I feel confident. I feel safe and secure. And it's like you're taking this as a joke and you're playing with it. So now when another young lady comes out and want to say, hey, you know what, this is going on and it is really going on, they're going to look back at it like, I don't know, man, is she lying? Let's wait, let's hold on this real quick. She's going to start to get harassed. People are going to start to come at her. She's going to feel like, you know what, I should have never even said anything. I'm going to go back into my shell. I'm going to go back into my corner. And it's like that. You can't do that, man, because you fuck up a whole when you do things like that. Yeah. It's something serious. Yeah. So, real quick, man, I put it like this. Today is the first day of Black History Month.
For sure.
Okay. So I got a quote, man. I'm going to read from the late, great Muhammad Ali, man. And it's going to propose me to ask you guys a question. The quote goes as follows. He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. And I'm going to say that again. From the late, great Muhammad Ali, he who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. So my question to you two is, man, is out of your 19 years of living, what has been the greatest risk or the hardest decision you have had to make, man? Like just growing up, like, man, this is hard. Like,
you mean in the sense of just like growing up, period, or like money wise?
Like regardless, like anything, you was like, this is a real big risk right here. Like you really contemplated on it and you took that risk and it panned out for you. Or even if it didn't pan out for you, you learned from it. So what is your greatest risk that you've taken?
I got a couple. Yeah, no, you want me to go?
It don't matter to me.
You go, because I got one that I got to think on if I, you know what I'm saying?
All right, I'll say my biggest risk up to this point was probably just being here, coming to East Carolina, like growing up in Virginia, been in Virginia my whole life, like Newport News, born and raised, and really like taking a different route from everybody where we at. Usually everybody go to ODU, VCU, JMU. Like
for sure.
Coming out here was a big risk, not only like being different and setting myself apart, but money-wise, financially, it's not easy.
Nope.
I'm doing what I can to make it work, but shit, up to this point, I feel like it panned out pretty good. I got shit going for myself. I'm doing all right, man. I'm making it. So
it's good, man.
I got one, but I'm gonna double down on what you said. Obviously, I did the exact same thing you did. We're in the same room or same apartment, but
pretty much
at this point, my parents are, for the last month, they've been in the process of moving to Charlotte, and my sister's in the process of finding somewhere else to stay because she doesn't want to go with them, and my parents got a 1-bedroom, so even though the risk I took was what you just said, the risk that I've now been put into is if I go to visit my parents in Charlotte, there's no room for me to, you know what I'm saying? I can't be like, yo, this summer I'm gonna just go home. Like it's a lot of students out here and be like, I'm gonna go home in the summer. I don't have a room. You know what I'm saying? I have to stay here in Greenville, North Carolina. And I'm 2 years out from being done with college. I gotta find somewhere to stay as soon as I get out because I
Right.
don't have any other choice. So that was
Right.
that's my double down. That's the risk I was forced into. But I'd say the risk that I took, um, dang, I just lost my train of thought. You go ahead, Ray. I might come back to it. I might come back to it.
I feel like my greatest risk that I took would actually have to be taking a leap of faith in, the work that I do.
Mm,
Um, More so is because I quit a job. I was working two jobs at the time. I was working for the school age program and I was working for Planet Fitness. So I would wake up in the morning, I would go to work at Planet Fitness at 5 and I get off at 1. And when I got off at 1, I had to be to the other job at 1:30. And I got off that job at 6. So I was up for like 12 hours total just to go to sleep, to do it all over again. And I was bringing in no money. So where I'm working at now, I had to go to class to learn everything that I do now for work.
mm,
I will tell you guys, but I ain't gonna get in there. But so I took a leap of faith and it was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna quit these jobs. I'm gonna put all my eggs in this basket and we're gonna see how this pans out. If it don't work out for me, I'm fucked. But I say, you know what, this is something that I need to do. I have to make a change because I can't keep working these dead end jobs, bringing in pennies. So I quit. I was out for like a month and I had no money. And then when I got my first check from this job, I was like, all right, paid everything up. I was still broke.
yeah.
So I would say that's the greatest risk that I had to take going into something not knowing how it would work out. Now, the job that I'm doing, man, I actually was on probation. I was on a full month probation before I was even secured in the job. So any minor slip up or fuck up that I did, I was right out the door. So I had to be on my P's and Q's for 4 months.
Yeah.
And so if I was late, out of here. If I didn't do the job right, out of here. I broke something, out of here. I got hurt, out of here. So that was a risk that I took going into something and it wasn't 100% secure.
Mm,
Um, did it work out for me? Absolutely. I'm going on 2 years on this job, man. I'm touching more money than I've ever thought. Like my first check that I got just for training with this job was literally more than both jobs that I got for 2 weeks. And that's a shame, bro, that I'm literally one job can equal up to two jobs for a 2 week paycheck.
Damn.
so
And so it worked out for me. I learned a lot and I'm gonna continue to go with it and prepare for this next leap of faith that I gotta take in life, man. Cause I feel like if you don't continue to take risks and continue to try to see what's above the
right,
horizon or beyond the horizon, man, like Muhammad Ali said, you'll accomplish nothing in life. And I can't be complacent and not take these risks.
right. And I had just thought about the one that had lost my mind. I know Jaden talked about moving, you talked about money. I wanted to go a different, different side, which both of y'all know most of this story. So, but they don't know. All of my left life have been big, and freshman year gained a whole bunch of weight. I ended up 360 pounds, and I tried everything. I tried changing my diet, but I ended up not changing it well enough. I tried the 816 intermittent fasting. I tried a whole bunch of different types of intermittent fasting, and nothing was really working. I was still, if anything, I was fluctuating from 355, 360, which is really large. I don't think anybody, I feel like everybody knows that. That's pretty big. So I got to a point where I was like, I really want to lose, which by the way, I've always been big and I've always wanted to lose weight, but I've never wanted to like put the work in. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But at this point in life, I think I was 18. I was like, I really want to lose weight. So I looked up like what's the hardest way but most effective way to lose weight. There was two that came up. It was OMAD, which is 1 meal a day, and keto. And keto, you essentially got to cut out things like bacon, bread, everything I eat. So I was like, I'm not doing that. So I was like, 1 meal a day. That sounds very difficult, but and this is where the risk comes in. I was like, I'm gonna just do it, and I jumped straight into it, which I don't recommend because I was starving for about a week or two. But I jumped straight into it, and I was doing a 30-day jump rope challenge. But I jumped straight into it, and I mean, not at the end of it because I still do it every now and then. But at this point, 6-7 months later, I'm about 70 pounds down. So it was a risk, but it did pay off because I ended up losing most of the weight I gained back, and I'm still on the path to keep losing. And not that I recommend doing OMAD to anybody. I mean, I would say it does work if you can handle it. It was hard to handle, but um, it was risky. You know what I'm saying? Most people just be like, I'm gonna go to the gym and eat healthier. I knew myself and I was like, I'm not gonna eat healthier and I don't feel like going to the gym. So what am I about to do? I just cut out eating. Most people, again, I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it. A physical trainer will tell you don't do it, but it worked for me. So that was my risk.
So you just stopped eating like all together when doing this, or like what did you switch with it?
I basically okay, so for a regular day, not now, don't judge me. At that time, you can judge that time. I would wake up and maybe go get some Chinese food. Mind you, this was the beginning of the Rona, so I'm kind of disappointed that was my first choice. But I did. I would go eat some Chinese food.
That's foul.
Right.
That's foul, bro.
I would go back to the crib and I would order a pizza. And I would eat the pizza. Also, this was around the time we ended up in an apartment because my house burnt down, but we'll get into that story in a different pod. But Ray was actually coming to my suite a lot, and he was bringing stuff like chips and Oreos and all that. So I was always having snacks through the whole thing.
Yeah, Ray. So Ray,
hold on. One thing y'all better know about me, boy. I stay with snacks.
He always has snacks. Always has snacks. But so like I eat Chinese, right? I eat out, then order a pizza. I'm talking like an hour after I finish the Chinese. I order a pizza. And I had a lot of money. It was refund time, and my house burnt down, so a lot of insurance.
Hey, refund time go crazy.
Yeah, and then I was eating his snacks after I was done with the pizza because he'd leave the snacks and then disappear. I wouldn't even know where he was at, so I'd just be eating the snacks all day. And then after that, I would go and get some KFC because KFC was right around the corner from the apartment we was at. And after I hit KFC, I would then be on the way back to the apartment. After I got the KFC, it'd be back to the apartment. And Harris Teeter is right behind the apartment. So I'd be like, yo, they got donuts. I can grab a half dozen of donuts. So I grab a half dozen of donuts, go back, eat KFC and a half dozen of donuts. And then in about 2 hours, my mom would be like, have you eaten? Nah. Well, dinner. And I eat dinner. So that's how I got big because I kept eating. So I realized it's not like certain foods. I just love certain foods or anything like that. I just like eating. It's a fun pastime. Or like I I like watching YouTube and eating at the same time. I like playing my game and eating at the same time. So I knew for myself, what do I have to figure out how to stop? Eating. It's not what I eat as much, it's eating, period. So that's how I ended up at OMAD. So when I would eat 1 meal a day at 4:00 every day, I got whatever I could handle in my stomach, ate it all, and then stopped until 4:00 the next day. But essentially, I couldn't eat that many calories in one sitting. So I was at a calorie deficit all the time. So,
I could eat that many calories in one sitting.
I mean, I was eating about 2,000, but 2,000 is less than the average man is supposed to eat. So I was at a huge deficit.
So what kept you going throughout the process? Like, I know there were times you were probably like, damn, like, this ain't.
I can't do this. I'm about to quit.
Okay, I'll say the first 2 weeks I would have been like that. The reason I wasn't was because I watched the Cash Nasty video and he did a jump rope challenge and showed the difference between his calves and his abs and all that after the challenge. And I had told my sister and Jordan at the time that, oh, and I told Ray too. And I told all of them, I said, I really want to do this challenge. And so I was doing the challenge. Bless you. I started doing the challenge the same day I started OMAD. So the challenge itself was motivating me to keep doing OMAD because, like, I done did my jump rope. I'm not about to go negate all of that work I just did for 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So that was keeping me going. But the first 2 weeks, if I wasn't doing the jump roping, I probably would have stopped. But after that, it wasn't hard anymore because what you learn about your body is, I think it's called ghrelin. I'm not a physical trainer, anybody that knows the body parts or whatever, what's going on, the hormones, I don't know all that. But I think it's called ghrelin. It spikes at the times you usually eat. That's what makes you hungry. And what I realized was because I was only eating at 4 o'clock for a week or two, I only got hungry at 4 o'clock. I didn't get hungry at any other time of the day. So at that point, it was easy. It was like, I'm only hungry at 4 o'clock. And that's why I don't recommend doing OMAD to people, but I recommend change and watch what times if you want to eat less, change and watch what times you eat. Because if you eat at 2, 6, and 10, obviously those are terrible numbers, but if you eat at 2, 6, and 10 every day for about a week and a half, you'll probably start only getting hungry at 2, 6, and 10. That's why I don't snack anymore. I tell people don't snack. That's why.
I'm a snacker, bro. I was
right. Well, I mean, obviously you don't need to lose weight though, so you can snack all you want.
Boy, I will snack all day if you like.
I got the snacks under my bed as we speak.
Bro, it's crazy.
The only thing I got is water.
I will snack before I eat a meal.
Oh no, I don't do all that.
Me too. I would too.
Like I feel like it's a lot quicker, it's a lot easier, man. And it's like I would find myself if it's not something that I'm really, really wanting.
Oh,
I'm not
you meant like snack over eating a meal?
Yeah,
I would snack before I ate my meals.
I snack after I eat.
You snack before you eat.
Kind of hungry.
Yeah, I would snack and then go make me some food. I had to eat the snack to hold me over till I ate the food.
So my thing is, I can't eat large portions anymore, man. I just like, granted, I have slowly been getting into it, you know, but I can't just like eat a whole big meal and just, you know, just think it's that.
The dogs.
Yeah, bro. Damn dogs, bro. Just going. I had to shut them up real quick, but yeah, man. It's like, so I can eat a big meal, but I can't eat like a big meal at like breakfast and then lunch and then dinner because I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna be useless like that whole day. I'm gonna stay in bed the whole day. But I can like eat something light in the morning. I can snack before lunch. I eat a small meal, and then like I probably won't snack again. But then I eat dinner, and then I probably like munch after dinner, and then it's like I'm done. And then I probably won't even eat breakfast the next morning. So that's where, you know, I falter. Like my eating patterns are not consistent at all.
I'll say this though, because what you just said is actually key. Well, both of the things you just said, because one, everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? I've literally gone a week with Jordan before. We stayed together for a week because his parents was out of town or whatever, some situation like that. But I've gone a week with him and we ate pretty much the same thing for a week. That boy eats more than me. Charles can eat more than me. You know what I'm saying? Well, then, not during this freshman year time. I was kind of eating like a horse. But before, you know what I'm saying? They ate more than me. And I would gain weight. They wouldn't. So everybody's body is different. But the other thing you just said is key as well, because I can eat large portions. You know what I'm saying? That's probably the biggest issue when I do eat. I eat large portions. That's why OMAD would work for me, because I want to eat large portions anyway. I can't go and put some vegetables and one chicken. Like, for example, how you eat, Jaden. Yeah, I mean, not saying like it's better than that. I'm saying like you'll go to Wendy's and you can or let's say Chick-fil-A, because I think I know your order. You'll get the chicken sandwich meal. So you get the chicken sandwich with waffle fries and a drink. And then you get some extra Polynesian sauce, but you also got an extra chicken patty, right? Yeah. You order that every time at Chick-fil-A when you go.
That's the go-to.
Every single time you don't eat that extra chicken patty. You then put it on the counter. See what I'm saying?
Well, I'll save it for later.
Exactly. That's the difference. Because if I order that meal, I'm going to eat that extra chicken patty. And then I might go into the fridge or the cabinet and be like, what else can I eat until I feel full? The biggest thing that people my size make a mistake with is you don't eat till you feel full. You eat until you're nourished. I think that's the word. But I used to eat until I felt full. And that's wrong. You're not supposed to eat till you feel. We're not meant to be full. You know what I'm saying? When you essentially the way I look at it now is when I fill up my stomach, I'm expanding it. You know what I'm saying? If I'm trying to stop getting fatter, I need to stop filling up my stomach so it'll stop expanding. The less I fill that stomach up, the more time it has to shrink.
That's a different take on it for sure. I ain't never thought of it like that.
That's for sure an unorthodox way of looking at it.
Yeah, that's real different. But shit, I get what you're saying though. I respect it. I respect the grind. You put in the work. Shit, and it showed, bro. So you lost what, 60, 70 within 6 months?
70. My scale is all fucked up now. It's never right. Apparently, I gained 20
about
pounds.
70. Real casually, about 70.
No, because to be fair, if
That's
I did
tough,
keto,
though.
I would have lost more. People who do keto lose a lot and quick.
I mean, cool, but everybody's journey isn't the same, man. That's why it's your journey, you're gonna get the best satisfaction out of what you did, and you're gonna be more grateful. Like, man, I did it this way. I feel great about myself. Yeah, could I've done it that way and done it faster? But it's like, man, and you're learning more about yourself, and you're understanding your body a whole lot more with this journey right here. So
yeah,
I feel like you picked a good one.
Yeah,
yes, sir. It's a question that I was waiting to ask y'all. Kind of switch it up a little bit. What's one artist that y'all absolutely can't stand, but the world just loves them, gives them their credit, thinks they're the hottest thing out? What's that one artist for you?
I'm gonna go first because I'm scared of what Ray's answer might be. But I'll say, I originally told you when you first asked me this, like when we was having casual conversation, I originally told you Meek Mill because I said I don't like how he scream and all that, and I'm not a big fan of that. The scream rap, I'm not a huge fan of it. You know what I'm saying?
I used to pray for times like this to run.
No. That song doesn't count. That song does not count. That song don't count. Everybody got their one or two.
That counts. That's Meek. That's all Meek.
Don't
that
hold
counts.
up. Everybody had. If you made it to that point, everybody has their one or two. You know what I'm saying? They got their one or two. But I'm just not a huge fan of Meek Mill. I feel like I don't know. Maybe
I see my dreams unfold, nightmares come true. It was time to marry the game. I said, I do.
It's not even much of his voice. It's like his cadence. But I said that to say I'm not picking Meek Mill anymore. These niggas wanted to jump on my head real quick.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished. When I bought my ass the money, y'all thought it was rented.
Anyway, I was about to say Young Boy is I cannot stand NBA Young Boy.
Whoa.
Don't do YB like that.
Don't do YB like that.
You was just telling me that you used to feel the same way. What did you talking about?
It was in the sense of my pain gone, baby.
I give
him a chance.
No. Don't get me wrong. Straight. I have given him a chance. There's a couple songs I used to like, but I liked them because I felt like everybody else like Young Boy. Let me find something I like. I really don't like him that much. I will say the two I like a lot. I think it's called Slime Belief, and then it's another one he got with the Migos. Those are the two I actually like.
Oh, Need It with the Migos.
Those two I actually like. The rest of them I'm kind of like,
I'm gonna ride that red eye.
Yeah, I hate that one.
Like a D.
But what's yours though? What's yours?
What's mine?
Yeah.
Fucking Megan Thee Stallion, bro. I can't stand her ass.
Actually, bro. I'm not even. You know what? Not Young Boy. Megan Thee Stallion is my answer. He's
bro. Like,
y'all both going Meg.
Bro, she get on my goddamn nerves, bro.
It ain't even her. It's not even her. It's the fact that like the way women ride for her and like a lot of it like ain't even. You know what I'm saying? A lot of it is not even warranted.
Y'all coming for the Stallion?
So here's my thing, right? Here's my thing, right? I was gonna say Beyonce, but I just got into Beyonce like 2.5, like maybe a year and a half ago. You know what I'm saying? And like Gerald said, it is not her because she makes great music. It's like the Beehive and how much they like drill people and attack people. And I'm like, chill, bro.
It's just the
But
fans.
Stallion, bro. Like, don't get me wrong. She makes music for the women it relates to. Cool. Give you that. Women need music to relate to as well. But and granted, does Megan look good? I mean, who don't think she look good?
I mean,
my problem is
people I feel like overrate her, but yeah, for sure she look good.
But my problem is with it is the fact that the people that stand for her, bro, it's like, yo, like, great, okay, yes, she's a good artist. She, she came in, she's a different type, yes, I'm gonna give her credit. But y'all is hyping this girl up too much. She just jumped on the fucking scene, what, 2 years ago? Like, chill. She won Artist of the Year over Lil Baby, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Stop playing.
Hey, not even to cut you off, but did you hear what Lil Baby just said?
Nah, what
he said? He said the top 4 that should be up for Artist of the Decade is him, Meg Thee Stallion, DaBaby, and Roddy Ricch.
First of all, I like Lil Baby, but you need to lay off that shit.
That's what he said.
Like smoking.
None of them should win Artist of the Decade.
At all. None of them should even be in the category. Like, Lil Baby, you just hopped on the scene like, what, 3 years ago?
It won't that long.
Nah, he's my pick though. I'm glad you said that. Lil Baby, I don't really listen to dudes like that. Like niggas calling him the GOAT. They crowning him already. Like I just don't see it.
Nah, it's too much, bro. I'll say this. I think
like
why people like Lil Baby so much is because he sounds different. You don't really hear Lil Baby's voice on anybody else, but his flow, the beats, that's not too different. You know what I'm saying? I mess with Lil Baby, but I don't like. I think I told you this separately. I like all the songs from him that probably have a feature on it or he was featured on. I don't listen to none of his songs with just him.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not gonna listen to his album all the way through?
Nah.
If I had to pick like a male artist, I'm gonna have to go with DaBaby because he annoying, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, he wins the popularity contest.
That ain't even a hot.
Give him that.
That's real.
He is an entertainer. He's cut for that. He cut from the cloth from that. I will give him that. His music is he has some good songs, bro. He has a few bops. I give him that. And if you really look at what people say about him in the comment section, it is nothing but females like, ooh, they dropped the chocolate bar and the hard eyes and the tongues and the water and the eggplant. Like, that's it. They just sexualizing this man. But it's like, yo, he hopped on a song and what he said, he was like, they was asking Baby when he gonna switch the flow up. I thought you never asked. Yeah. You didn't switch the fucking flow up, nigga. You
but to be fair,
the same flow every song.
No. To play devil's advocate, that's a played out argument. Because if you actually listen to all his songs, he doesn't have the same flow. It's just the ones where his flow is different suck. That's the same flow,
bro. He has the same cadence.
After this podcast, go and listen to the album. He does not have the same flow. They just suck.
I'm not going on my phone.
Okay, and so now you're doing what Meg Thee Stallion fans do.
I've already listened to him, bro.
So now you're doing what Meg Thee Stallion fans do. Don't make that argument and then not be willing to listen.
No. So Meg Thee Stallion, she first of all right. So since you brought her up again, I try to jump from her, bro. She's
Wait. Side question. Y'all think he shot the Stallion or not?
Yeah. I mean, I want to say yes, but
man said, brow. Oh, give me left foot, right foot.
Because I was going to say originally, like, they probably got into an argument in the car. They got out. She probably threatened to stomp on him or something, and he like shot her in the bottom of the foot. But
I heard a rumor. She couldn't take no dick. I heard he was hitting it and she couldn't take no dick.
Imagine it. No, it couldn't be because they was on live with Kylie.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's what I heard, bro.
But I will say this though, not to play devil's advocate for Tory Lanez, because every woman that watches this is now going to cancel me. But why they still ain't do nothing with this case yet? I feel like that's not hard to figure out. You know what I'm saying? They even pushed it back to February 21st now.
I mean, because that's when the trial date is, February 21st. I mean, it takes time
But
for
it
them.
was supposed to be this month.
Right, the 21st.
So why did they get?
No, it was supposed to be January 21st. They pushed it back a month.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Figure it out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you saying you don't know why they pushed it back?
No, well, I don't personally know why they pushed it back, but from what Tory Lanez was alluding to, it was because they don't have any evidence. That's what he was trying to say. And to be fair, who can argue he's lying there? Why have they not figured it out yet?
And literally is his word against her word, man.
It is. It's he said, she said. But there was other people there. That's what I understand.
And so that's my thing. But like going back to Megan real quick, my thing is with her is I understand she's playing the cards that she was dealt in this industry and everything. And she's just using what got her on and she's sticking with it. But it's like, yo, your lyrics in your song, fucking and sucking on the skin. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna say this side note. I get City Girls and Megan Thee Stallion confused all the time. Like their songs, I know who they are, but I get their songs mixed up. But Megan, she was like, take a picture of somebody else. He gonna send a cash app and she gonna send him a picture of somebody else's titties. Yeah. What? Hold on, shorty, what you doing? And then she talked about she went from a scammer this, scammer that. Like you proud of scamming niggas, like, and you think you want somebody to take you serious.
Her whole album was talking about scamming dudes and like talking about her body and all that. And don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with that. I'm not a part of that side of the men population that's be like, oh, she's a slut now, whatever. She can do what she wants. However, her message is the opposite. Her message to women is the opposite.
I feel like she's just catering towards a crowd that'll
to pay her bills. Understand?
That glorifies, that kind of lifestyle that she portrays. To be honest with you,
and
she's
that's
just playing that card.
That's and I understand her doing that. Like you just said, and she's just glorifying to what the people. She's giving the people what they want and want to hear. But off screen is like, hey, we have to stand up for this and stand up for that. But you can also do that with the message in your song as well. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you don't always have to shake your ass and do this and shake your ass do that. I know people watch you all like, oh, these niggas gay. Hey, look, first of all, bro, we can really box behind it. But it's like, yo, you shaking your ass, shorty, like, all right, cool. It's like, show us some more. Show us versatility in your craft. Like, no, I feel like she knows she gonna get on. She make a video and she just wear a bikini or just wear some drawers and just start twerking. And it's like, oh yeah, that's it right there.
Mm-hmm. And I'm watching for sure. I'm a streamer.
Not to cut you off, but I mean the same could be said about rappers that just talk about selling drugs or standing on the corner shooting niggas.
That's the point.
Drive-bys and all that. Like, I mean, the same could be said, but that's what gets them that check at the end of the day. So they don't keep talking about that or rapping about it.
And the thing is with those men, bro, it's like they show versatility. They show like their storytelling. You get what I'm saying? They're saying, yo, I was on the corner when I was 15 doing this and who, and like another song was like, yo, I done lost my partner. Another song is I came up from the trenches, and like they telling stories, and granted, do they, sexualize women and all this? For sure. But it's like every album that she drops or some other female artists have dropped is my pussy this, my pussy wet, my ass this, my, everything is like, well, damn.
And I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna flip the question because I don't want to get stuck on Megan Thee Stallion too long. But I'm gonna say this: y'all just said, for example, the baby has one flow. He has the same flow. Meg Thee Stallion has one flow. It is the exact same flow. And why is that argument not used?
Bruh.
That's my point. That's my point right there. That's not used for her. The baby gets heat for that. She has the same flow in every song and don't catch no heat.
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't listened to enough of her music to know.
She got the
That shit has
exact same flow. Actually, there's a lot of words she reuses. Like every time she says never, she says it like that, and she says it in almost every song.
I feel like just her and yeah, yo, everybody cause whatever. Yeah, I'm picking on Megan Thee Stallion. I don't care, bro. Like she's gonna cry when people she cries when people like give her criticism or says something about her, bro. And that's not, all women, but it's like she's just been crying lately, like, oh, leave me alone and this, that, and the third. I'm dealing with depression. Yes, the depression stuff is real. And if you're really going through this, sweetheart, like, people are here for you. But don't try to use it as a crutch or use it as, a shield to block out all the criticism that all artists get in this industry.
Paul George? That reminds me of Paul George.
Yeah, bro. Like, PG, bro. Look.
No. Let's not. Hold on. I'm gonna ask this question before we transfer into him. You know what I'm saying? Let me say this though, because I like that question, Jaden. Flip it. Who's an artist that you love that most people don't like?
Ooh,
because I could say mine off rip, and I'm probably gonna catch some flack mainly from black people, but
artists that
I like Russ. You know what I'm saying? Like
Russ
hard. Russ made good music, but a lot of it only when I'm with black friends. Every time I mention Russ, I get some type of heat for it. And it's like, I don't know what he did. Apparently he said something about black producers or artists. I don't know. I don't exactly know. But granted, I don't care, to be honest. Because however his views are and however he feels, ain't got nothing to do with the music I like. That's just how I feel.
Respect that.
Let's see. I'm scrolling through my playlist, right?
Yeah, I'll say, I mean, I don't know if Bryson Tiller counts, but I feel like he be catching a lot of hate now that Brent Faiyaz coming up. It's like, Bryson, why are you
Brent Faiyaz is the reason he catch hate. I'm gonna keep it honest with you.
Yeah, I rock with Bryson heavy, but I feel like he be catching hate.
Yeah, Faiyaz do basically what, you know what I'm saying? He do what he do. So it's like, now they like, Bryson, step up. And he be releasing samples of him barely singing on it and shit. So.
But they always trying to make comparisons, though. That's where, like, you should just appreciate the music. Don't try to compare it.
So the question was one artist that you like that everybody else don't?
Or most people hate, yeah.
Okay.
Or dislike.
Or most people hate.
That smile, I feel like you got somebody.
I got quite a few, honestly.
You listen to a lot of different artists. You listen to most of the same genre, but a lot of different artists.
Yeah, I got quite a few people. I'm gonna kick mine off with my boy right here. You know what I'm saying? That a lot of people that I really try to put on to him, man, and it pissed me off because, like, props to him, yo, he out here doing his thing. You know what I'm saying now. But I remember when I get the ox, so I'm at the party and I'm trying to like get it right. Like, yo, this shit right here, fire, bro. Like, you gotta listen to it. And they're like, yo, if you turn that shit off, bro, what the fuck? Banned from the ox.
I feel like I know who you about to say,
bro. And that's my boy Tuesday.
Tuesday, yeah, I knew you was about to say Tuesday.
Yo, they be. I caught so much heat behind, yo, this nigga crying on the beat of Tuesday. Yo, first of all, he hard. And now the fact that he dropped some bangers, he got some features on his belt, you know what I'm saying? Everybody like, oh, he hard. I'm listening to this. I'm listening to his old joint. First of all, calm down, cause I've been on this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been rocking with bro since day one. But my other one who I'm gonna go with is Lil TJ, bro.
Nah, nope.
Can't listen to this.
Nah, you picked the good one on that one. You picked the good one.
TJ, like I rock with him, man, because granted, I didn't like the fact how a lot of people was like, oh yeah, you know, he trying to sound like A Boogie, or he trying to steal a swag. I was like, whatever. I could see the argument, but Lil TJ, like, he actually he raw, man. He got a lot of potential, and honestly, you know, rest his soul, Pop Smoke. Lil TJ and Pop Smoke was an unformidable duo, dog. Like, that counterbalance with.
I mean, Pop Smoke's other duo would beat them. Him and Quavo, they always made a hit.
I'm talking about like the counterbalance, like Lil TJ's voice up here, Pop Smoke, yeah, Pop Smoke, like, yo, that joint meshed really, really well, bro. So
I don't like Lil TJ, so I hear your argument. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
I don't like Lil
Also,
TJ.
I could be wrong, but I think that whole argument that he's trying to be a boogie, I think they are the two who started that. I think they got into like a beef or something, right? Like him and
I think they did at one point too.
yeah, I think that's what happened.
And one artist that I like that everybody don't like, yo boy, I ain't going outside today.
Everybody loves Young Boy. What you mean?
Like,
People be
nah, man, it's a
cheerleading for
lot
Young
of people.
He be catching hate, but
No, he get
I
hate.
like him, though.
He get hate, but it's not like he's disliked like Lil TJ. Lil TJ is disliked.
I
Russ,
don't like
Russ, I saw a whole at one point he was trending on Twitter, people saying don't listen to Russ. You know what I'm
So
saying?
like Russ.
Yeah,
And
people don't like
I got two more honorable mentions. I'm gonna have to go with YFN Lucci,
Oh yeah, I like Lucci.
I ain't got no
Lucci
problem
straight.
with him. Yeah, I mess with him.
and then I'm gonna have to go with Young Thug.
Who don't like Thug? I get it though. Thug's probably disliked more because of him, not so much his.
Yeah, Thug been stirring the pot lately. He talking crazy now.
He's been stirring that pot, boy. I love it. Thug. I'm like, because here's the thing with Thug, he gonna stir that pot, but ain't nobody gonna check him. You feel what I'm saying? Ain't nobody really trying to, play that gun talk with him.
Mm-hmm. What you got, Jada?
Who do I have? Well, I said Bryson Tiller from us.
That's what you're riding with Bryson Tiller?
Yeah,
I know you got
Bryson.
one better than Bryson. People like Bryson.
Better than. I mean, I like Rod Wave. He's straight.
See, that's a good one. A lot of people don't like Rod Wave, but I will say this in arguments to what Ray said. Rod Wave did the exact same thing Tusi was doing, and all of a sudden, because Rod did it, people was like, "Oh, this is cool. I like this," and that's when Tusi started blowing up more. That and the Tusi side, which a lot of people didn't even correlate that was for him, but whatever.
Yeah, he got his own sound, bro. I rock with Rod Wave.
Yeah, man. And
cool.
You gotta be in that type of mood to listen to him, though. Can't really play him all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I got another pick.
Go ahead.
Who?
You kind of
I'll say
that, right? But let him go.
I'll say I don't know if people don't like him, but I say G Herbo. I rock with him heavy.
Hey! Yes! Yes!
He would never rap on beat. Like, nah, he hard, bro.
I'll say this. It's not that I don't. It's not like I don't like G Herbo. I'm just not familiar with all his music. That's really what it is. Right now, you played in the car. I tried to download it, but it's only on SoundCloud. So I was like, whatever.
He got some bangers, man. I'm telling you. Don't sleep.
I like that question.
Hey, Herbo hard. That boy said, what he said? Whole heart was in the streets. I had to leave to get my fucking feelings back.
Yes,
Same spot they shot my brother next day. I'm chilling at. Oh, come on.
Yes.
Hey, and remember he had that whole case going on? That whole case, he was like, he was funny. He was like, niggas was like, y'all yelling free me. I've been in the crib all day. Like, bro,
it's always respect
hard, bro.
It's always respect to him because my name is G Fazo. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be respect to G Herbo at the end of the day for me.
Big G Herbo.
Even if I don't listen to a whole bunch of his music.
Hey, and he be talking shit about his girl too, though.
Yeah, he do.
Talking shit. He said, what, Joe? He was like, and my bitch keep complaining. Look at the crib we living at. Like, bitch, you complaining. Look at the crib we living in. You, hey, yo, he be talking shit.
Herb be talking, man.
I fuck with him.
PTSD was one of them albums. You gotta download PTSD.
Yes,
I got that.
Yes, you gotta bump that glass in the face with a boogie.
Humble Beast was.
Shoot! I got one for the original question. I don't hate him, but I don't really like him, and people love him.
Who?
Lil Uzi. I don't really like Lil Uzi. Hey, he don't do it for me.
What's up with you, Cuzzy?
Man.
Come on, Cuzzy.
Nah, I don't mess with Uzi, bro.
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that, man?
What do you mean by that?
My
Why
fault.
you don't?
You gotta explain yourself.
Explain Uzi?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing
You just don't
explain. I
like
just
his
don't like
sound.
music. No, yeah, I just don't like his sound. You know what I'm saying?
So when he dropped
Uzi a
that, I turned on the tape.
vibe.
What did you say,
You
Jay?
ain't listen. When he dropped his last album, you ain't listen to it.
Mm-mm.
Not one song.
Uzi a vibe.
No, I actually the first song I heard was like
Wow.
2 weeks ago. Actually, that was the first song. I
What?
heard. It was him and Future.
Oh,
I'm gonna throw another one that I like that a lot of people don't like. It's two of them. Trippy Red.
Yeah, I like Trippie Red. I like Trippie
I
Red.
rock with Trippy Red. But this artist right here, she catch a lot of heat, man. And she's really, really talented. And one of the hardest people, honestly, in this music industry. And I'm gonna have to go with my girl Tiana Taylor, man. One,
that's a good
she
pick.
I
fine
didn't
as shit.
expect that.
That's a good pick.
She fine as shit to me. You said what?
No, I just said that's a good pick because I remember she said she done making music, something like that. She won't get no
Yeah.
love.
Mm-hmm.
She won't get no love. She won't get no respect, man. And like, yo, she has a really good voice, man. And a lot of people just aren't respecting. Like, she hard, bro, and she doing her thing with her producing too. So,
She be
hey,
producing.
yeah, she be producing videos, bro.
For sure.
Hey,
I mess with
straight.
Tiana Taylor for sure. She got her thing going. But
Hey,
as we
I
think
need,
about
I,
what is
I
it?
need, I need TT to go ahead and drop that one person sex tape real quick. You know, just
I don't need that. I'll take some more music though.
some who?
Some more music.
Oh,
What else did you think I said?
you don't want to know.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
What was I about to
Shit.
say? Oh, yeah. So what y'all think about the little sports going on? Get a little sports talk in there. I know right now the Nets are looking weak as hell, as some of the smarter basketball fans expected. I know a lot of people who just look at player names and paper was like, oh, James Harden, Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, they're never going to be beat. But like off rip, I said in the beginning, it's going to take them a minute to get their feet wet together at least. And then,
Thanks.
which hasn't happened yet, by the way.
Nah.
Then when they do that, then they're going to start taking off. Plus, I also, which this could be wrong. This is just a guess. I think they're going to be an upset. I think they're going to get dropped out earlier in the playoffs than people are expecting. People are expecting finals. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But other than that, yeah, I'll say Nets not doing that hot. Mavericks not doing that hot.
I feel like the Wizards aren't. That's the hot topic to talk about right now. The Washington Wizards, bro. My boy Brad Beal. See, I'm gonna kick it to you like this.
Free Brad.
Everybody's saying free Brad Beal. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. Free him. But we also have to remember Bradley Beal did it to himself when he signed that extension. Let's not forget that Bradley Beal.
You also got to think about it. He probably signed an extension, so when he can get traded or does demand to be traded, he will be guaranteed money. Because at the end of the day, if he didn't sign that extension, he went to another team. Like, say the Lakers did want Bradley Beal, the Lakers are not about to pay him $30 million. You know what I'm saying? And coming off of the fact that everybody knows he's not that happy and he doesn't have much help, GMs will be more willing to offer him less money because you don't have too much of a choice. If you want to win, you're going to take the money we offer you. So right. in a sense, him signing that extension was helping himself because now he gets that money.
Now my thing is that I understand his frustration. Because I'd be pissed too, bro. I'm on a team, bro. I'm out here dropping 35 a game. 35 plus. I'm dropping 40 points in the game, and we still losing, bro. It's like, how much
losing by 20 at that. Getting blown out.
No, they're not even losing by like 3, 4, 5 within 10. They getting blown the fuck out. I'm like, yo, what else y'all want me to do out here? Like, I dropped 40, nigga. I just need you to drop 10, you to drop 10, you to drop 10, you to drop 5, nigga. You hit your free throws. Like, I would be pissed too. And granted, Russell Westbrook hasn't even, he hasn't got his damn stride yet, bro. And
last night.
He was hoping though for
last
against the
night.
Nets.
Last night, but I feel like against the teams that they're supposed to beat, he's playing down to the competition.
Well, he also came out into the post interview last night and said that this whole time he's still been injured, his quad, and he's been basically playing on one leg, but he just wasn't speaking on it.
See, and that's my thing that I don't understand, not to switch gears, but I don't understand that about just athletes in general. I understand the passion and love for the game, man, but you also have to understand at the end of the day, it is a business. If you are damaged goods, you will not get your money. You will not play. Look at Isaiah Thomas. He's trying to work his way back to the NBA. He had a bad hip. He had to get hip surgery. And look at him. He is a free agent now, not on a team. One of the biggest household names that it was when he was on the Celtics. And if you continue to play on something that is hurting you and you're not going to be 100%, you are going to hurt yourself. You're not going to get picked up. You're not going to get a payday. A lot of people like, oh, John Wall has been hurt for this amount of time, woo, or Derrick Rose constantly got hurt. They listened to their bodies. They got hurt. They waited till they were 100%. They came back and look at them, still on a team. So Westbrook, I don't recommend playing on an injured quad. I understand you want to show grit, determination, the heart of a lion, mama mentality, for sure. But you still have to look at it. You still have a lot of years left in your career before you're done. So don't throw it all away by showing, I'm going to stick it out with his team when you've been traded.
Especially on the Wizards. You don't need to be busting your ass for the Wizards and y'all getting blown out by 20. Like, go ahead and rest up.
Bottom of the conference.
Get yourself right and then come back when you straight, man. Don't be killing yourself to lose by 15. That's not worth it.
That's the real thing right there. If you was gonna be,
because they're not going anywhere.
If you was gonna be out there killing yourself and that was your decision, win, maybe win. If you're gonna do that, they would still
They're also not only hurting their pockets when they do it and hurting themselves in the long run, but they're also hurting their legacy that they've created. It's like, yes, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Now it's like, okay, you go into another situation where it's like, can you bring this team out the dirt? And you can't do it. You're actually like just as shit as they are right now, and you're putting it on an injury. It's like, you're tarnishing your legacy right now just because you want to be macho man and play hurt, bro. If I'm hurt, I'm hurt. I'm not going out there because all it takes is for one slip, one wrong tweak, one wrong move, and the next thing you know, I hurt something else. I'm not gonna do it, bro.
I feel like he just
like you said, for the Wizards.
Yeah, I feel like he just trying to prove himself since he got bounced out of Houston. Like, oh, y'all gonna send me to Washington?
No, I mean, he always trying to prove himself. That's just the Westbrook way.
Yeah, that's how he is. Honestly,
nobody, bro. He had a triple double for 3 seasons straight,
and then he tried to prove that he could keep doing it.
He can.
But that's the thing. Nobody else is ever going to do it. I mean, well, then again, they said the same thing when Oscar Robertson did it. Mm-hmm. But it's like nobody's going to do it for 3 years straight like Westbrook. There's not.
He was killing, man. He was killing.
I mean, okay, so moving back to Bradley Beal, if he does demand a trade, which to be clear, he hasn't said anything of that nature yet. That's just all of us wanting better for him. But if he does ask for a trade, who y'all think he should go to? Or who do y'all think he could go to? The Mavericks?
I want to see him on the Mavs.
I would like to see him on the Mavericks as well. Go over there with Luka and KP.
So what would you be able to put together for that?
Put the who?
Put together for that trade?
Some picks, man.
I had to come up off some picks.
You would have to, because you can't get rid of any personnel over there, because that is a up and coming team right there where they could like really use that outside scoring. Granted, Luka doing his damn thing now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Bill, you got a dual threat backcourt.
I mean, the Wizards alone, they're not going to give up Bradley Beal and not get at least a good player out of it. They want the picks, and they're going to get a good player.
But that's the thing. Bradley Beal's worth a couple picks. if they're smart, well, one, they know Luka's untouchable. He's not going nowhere. KP is an untouchable, not going nowhere. So they might get some bench players, but they're going to more so get some picks. The Wizards are in a rebuilding state. They can't look to win now. They can't win in the next 2 years.
But you're thinking of it as in a 1 year scenario. They have Bradley Beal. What did he extend for? 5 years? There's no need
Somewhere
for
like
him.
that. I think he got 3 years left on his contract.
Right. There's no need for him for them to take 2 first round picks for Bradley Beal when they have him for 5 years. It's their decision essentially. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they could say we're not giving up Bradley Beal unless we get a Kyrie Irving. You know what I'm saying? They could say that. So, I mean, in the eyes of a GM, it's the same, essentially the same thing that just happened with James Harden. They could have forced James Harden to
Free agent.
What is that?
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, what'd you say?
Bradley Beal's an unrestricted free agent this year.
This year.
This year.
So he didn't sign an extension.
Nah, he signed an extension.
That was just a while ago.
Yeah. Let's see. This
Well,
what it says.
If he's unrestricted this year, then they might have to do that. But I don't see them trading Bradley Beal for a couple first rounds. They're gonna get a player out of that. It's hard to rebuild because you got to think about it. When you trade a player and don't get a player back, you now have to get somebody from the free agency. It's much harder to build with people from free agency than it is for them to trade Bradley Beal for a Joe Harris and 3 first round picks. You know what I'm saying?
So who would you like to see him go to?
I mean, personally, I don't really see a place he doesn't fit. I just want it to be a good trade for both sides because I think Westbrook should be on a team alone. That's when he's the best. But he also might need a center somewhat like Steven Adams, like he used to have, for him to be as best as he could be. So anywhere where they can trade Bradley Beal, where they can get 3 first round picks, maybe more, but he's not James Harden level. So it'll probably be more, but it won't be 8. But 3 first round picks and some type of good, usable center.
So Bradley Beal signed a 2-year max contract deal in 2019 with the Wizards for $72 million. He has that player option this year. He's an unrestricted free agent. Bradley Beal is out of Washington at the end of the season. So it is feasible for them to trade him so they can get something from him versus letting him walk.
Yeah.
So
if he asks for a trade, they're going to trade him. I still, even in this scenario, in the realistic scenario, though, I don't see them not getting a player back for him. They're going to get something better than a bench player. Like I said, Joe Harris would, you know what I'm saying, that would do good. They could get a Steven Adams back to work with Westbrook. Because you got to remember, Westbrook is shooting not well. You take Bradley Beal away, you're taking the shooting away from Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got something.
I don't mean to cut y'all off, but breaking news here, fellas. LaMelo Ball will get his first NBA start tonight.
Oh, for real?
On time. It should have been happened.
Yes, sir.
I mean, honestly, that should have happened early. It should have happened early.
The boy special.
Yeah, hey, LaMelo or Alonzo?
Melo. As honestly, as much as a big Zoe fan that I am, man, I'm gonna go with Melo just because Melo has the biggest upside. He has the higher ceiling. Like the man can shoot, he can dribble his ass off, and his court vision is I'm not gonna say up there with the greats, but it is up there with some of the best, man. And he can see at 19 years old too, though, man.
And he showed us some athleticism. He got that contact dunk on what's his name? Not a couple.
Oh yeah, that putback on Sabonis.
Yeah,
man.
Then he shows a lot of potential.
Yeah, then he tried to catch a body a few nights ago,
and then he got still right back. The hustle is crazy. You know what it reminds me of? It's not in a strong sense. It's more of a like speed sense, but it reminds me of the hustle that we was all applauding Zion for. Zion he was doing things that people weren't doing at the end of the play. Like Giannis gets a rebound, Zion grabs it over his head and pulls it back and goes back up. People don't do that. Well, LaMelo has done that a lot. If it's a turnover and they start running down the court, here come LaMelo behind him, steal the ball, turn around. He has done that a lot. That hustle is great.
I give him that. And I feel like if he continues to put on weight and get stronger, he's going to catch a few bodies, man. He's definitely going to be a force to be reckoned with. But, hey, man, he can take you from the outside. He can dribble, he can pass it, and he got some athleticism and some strength to finish at the rim. You better watch out, man, because he got the biggest upside. Now, my boy Zoe, if Zoe can stay consistent, he'll be right there.
Like he'll be aggressive enough, bro. Like hoop for real.
Yeah.
Lonzo, he just hoop because he can, really. He don't be one.
That's really his downside right there, because Lonzo does have a good upside. The issue is because he doesn't shoot good free throws, he's scared to then drive aggressively because he doesn't want to have to shoot free throws, but then his shot also isn't really that on. So it's like, we have you here to pass and play defense, and I'm not going to lie to you. Yes, he will always have a job because everybody needs playmaking and defense, but it's also not rare to find. We can find that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to ask one more question, sports-related, basketball-related, obviously. I got two more questions, my bad. But I'm going to ask one more.
Hold on. Before you do that, I'm going to say this. Get my boy John Morant some help.
For sure. No. We can't even say that. We can't even say that. Jaren Jackson Jr. is injured just as Winslow.
Get him some more help. That boy need a shooter out there.
I mean, I ain't going to argue it. But we are going to, let's be clear, though, we are in agreement that his other two best players are injured once they get back.
Yeah, but he still needs some more help, boy.
Yeah. What I was about to say, the two questions before we wrap this thing up. One, obviously the Nets are giving up way too many points, 149 points, and there's no overtime. It's ridiculous. That should not be the case. And the crazy part is, perimeter-wise, they're not even a horrible defensive team. Kevin Durant can be up there with some of the best in the league perimeter defense. James Harden, even though he's a meme now, because of his playoff performances, he's actually not a bad perimeter defender. He's not bad at all. Not anymore. He was. He's not a bad perimeter defender anymore. For example, him against Lou Dort to win that series. I mean, he's definitely got better. Kyrie Irving is not a liability. Joe Harris is middle of the pack, whatever.
DeAndre Jordan.
That's where I was getting. The issue is DeAndre Jordan cannot protect the rim anymore. You know what I'm saying? If you really watch their games, now obviously there's people shooting up threes because now it's a 3-point lead. But if you really watch their games, people are driving to the cup with ease, boy. It's almost as if DeAndre Jordan don't know how to stop them. It's actually crazy, but I say that to say this. If y'all could make one trade to try to get the Nets some more defense, who would y'all aim for? It don't matter what position. Who would y'all aim for? Something realistic, of course. And who would y'all trade away? Because that's the biggest question. A lot of people are saying trade Kyrie. I don't think you should. You know what I'm saying?
Outside of the big three, I mean, there's not much you could trade besides DeAndre Jordan that people would want.
So. Well, I have a trade in my mind. He's a part of it, though, for sure. But what I was saying was I would take maybe a pick. Might not even need to be a first round, maybe a second round. DeAndre Jordan and Joe Harris and trade him somewhere else, like maybe get Andre Drummond. You know what I'm saying? Because Andre Drummond's going to protect that rim. And to be honest, even though he's a great rebounder, it's not like you have to worry about losing rebounds. You have Kevin Durant, who's a really good rebounder, and James Harden actually is a good rebounder for a guard. So you don't have to worry about rebounding.
Do you think Cleveland would take that, though?
No. That's why I said something like that, because I don't think –
I was about to say I'm not taking
I don't think they're taking that. But a lot of people would want Joe Harris. Joe Harris, I think I bet on the game, 3-point games the other night. I had to get 12 total 3-pointers. I think Joe Harris dropped 8 by himself. Joe Harris has been going crazy. I think KD dropped 2 and Joe Harris dropped 8. A lot of teams could use Joe Harris. He's a big asset. Don't get me wrong. He's been helping the Nets. But a team with James Harden, Kyrie, and KD, they can, you know what I'm saying, they can get rid of a Joe Harris to get some defense. So that's where I'm at. I think they need to find some type of better center defender or maybe even a power forward and they might need it, even though it's unfortunate. Flip Joe Harris because they have so much offense, they don't need his extra offense. So that's what I was thinking.
For me,
They could get Al Horford. I'm just saying.
for me, man, this is like just wishful thinking. You're gonna have to give up. Well, I'm gonna say this: they did just get my boy Shump.
Yeah, but they're not gonna let him play.
Nice pickup. Glad my boy back in the league. But you're gonna have to get rid of somebody off the bench. I don't know the roster, man. Get rid of somebody off the bench. Maybe give up a second round pick. Go after Eric Bledsoe for some defense. If you don't go after Eric Bledsoe, go after Marcus Smart for some defense.
They're not gonna give them up.
You need some dogs down there. But if you're gonna give up somebody, if you want to keep your offense the way it is, you have Kyrie, you have James Harden and KD as your offensive pieces. But if I had to choose one of the three, I'm gonna go with put Kyrie Irving in a trade package, right?
Yep.
Now you can throw in another pick, or you can throw in DeAndre Jordan in that package and go after Rudy Gobert.
Okay. Never heard that one, but I'm not mad at it.
You want somebody for some solid defense who's just gonna, like what Shaq said, you average what, like 2 points a game? So it's like, bro's gonna go out there and just defend. They need that. You know what I'm saying? You got KD, who's a defender as well. But it's, man, you got Rudy Gobert, who's like 7'1", and you got KD, who's 6'11" at the 4. It's like,
I said, they need that interior defense. They don't have none. You know
none at all. Or they can go at the Draymond, but we know that ain't happening.
Yeah, nah, they ain't giving him up.
So
I like that.
They could go after one of two guys. I'll say JaVale McGee.
I like it.
I was trade too. That's an easy trade.
Yeah, that's real easy. That's real smooth. I like JaVale.
Hell, I'm gonna throw you a bone. Brook Lopez.
Oh,
I was actually about to come back and say Brook Lopez.
I was about to say Brook too.
The only issue is because he's like a defensive player of the year, like second, third, runner-up type guy, and he's on the team with the defensive player of the year, they might not be willing to give him up.
I also feel like
either JaVale or Brook.
I feel like the Nets, like, they dropped the ball getting rid of Jared Temple, bro. Oh no, Jared Allen.
Oh no, they threw the ball away getting rid of Jared Allen. That was the dumbest thing for them to do.
They threw it away when they benched him
for DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, I'm like, what are y'all doing, bro? He's out here literally blocking. Didn't he block LeBron?
Yeah.
How do you block the king and get benched?
His game on Cleveland when he got traded, he had 4 blocks. It don't make no sense. I'll tell you this. If we talk at centers, I can give you a list. Jared Allen, like you just said. Rudy Gobert, like you just said. Andre Drummond, like I said. Brook Lopez, like both of y'all said. JaVale McGee, like you said. Obviously, he would be like the lower one because
Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard, but he probably won't go nowhere. But you know who people are? I said Al Horford. Al Horford is, I don't know why people are acting like Al Horford is washed. He is not washed at all. And it would be an easy trade to get him. But you know what else? Who else? Clint Capella. Why are people acting like Clint Capella is not a
Yo, I forgot about
up,
Clint.
They're not going to give him up, though.
I don't know. It seems like the GMs don't appreciate Clint Capella. They really don't. I'm not getting him up. He would still be on Houston if it was for me. You know what I'm saying?
What, 20-something rebounds?
He had 24 rebounds and 26 points.
Like, who does
Clint Capella is ridiculous, bro. I don't know why GMs don't appreciate him. But let's be honest though, Clint Capella next to Kevin Durant, I don't see you scoring in the paint. I don't see it happening.
Nah, but like, yeah, nah.
Nah, man, that's a
That's
brick
straight.
wall down there.
Mm-hmm. So essentially, what we're all saying is the Nets they got to give up some assets. They have a good team, but y'all got to give something up to get some defense. Because 149 points in 4
To the
quarters
Wizards.
to the Wizards in 4 quarters. That's
Man, I also feel like I'm gonna say this with some GMs, instead of making that blockbuster trade where you're looking at it like, yeah, you know what? We're going to go with this name. We're going to go with that name. And on paper, we're going to scare the shit out of everybody. You're a GM for a reason. You make these big decisions for a reason. Yes. Is it a business to bring more money, more fans, merchandise, and, everybody's talking about it like you're going to get more money? For sure. But in the long run, think about, is this team gonna work? Do we have enough fucking defense? Like,
they ain't got none, bro.
We got three people on our team who can go out there and give us 60 any given night.
Any night.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like
real
now,
easy.
like it's like and 2 of them gonna score 30 guaranteed.
I mean, their team is putting up 130 and shit like that, but their other team is putting up 150.
So I feel like I feel like these teams now are going for trades that is going to be like, oh yeah, this team looks great. These team but not really seeing how it is going to work. Make sure it works first before you put pen to paper and say, you know what? I got LeBron and Steph Curry. Honestly, that'd be a badass team. Like, yo, you're not winning.
That'd be hard. But
that's hard.
You're right, though.
But it's like, look at it. You got 2 people who need the ball in the hand. Well, Steph Curry, no, that was a bad comparison because I feel like them 2 work really well together.
Both of them.
You got, let's say, you got Giannis and KD. Nah. Only one player can play off the ball. That's not going to work. And that's KD. KD can play off the ball.
And doesn't
KD get the ball, drive in, kick out to Giannis. Giannis can't shoot. Giannis going to drive right back in where KD just came from. And if that's the case, KD might as well should have finished. You got to look at how it looked in reality versus on paper. Yeah, I got 2 7-footers. You ain't doing shit. Well, one of them was all around and one of them was one-dimensional. He defense. It's not going to work out, man.
We call those paper trades over here.
Paper trade.
Every time you add a superstar next to Westbrook, we call that paper trades over here. I don't know what you're doing.
Nah, we call that career suicide.
Yeah, I don't even know why they act excited. But the last thing I wanted to ask y'all about, which we did it on the mock, but I'll go ahead and knock it out again in the real joint, the first episode. Super Bowls in 6 days. Super Bowls in 6 days. Who y'all got? Patty Mahomes, Tom Brady, Kansas City Chiefs, Buccaneers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. My bad.
I'm going with Patty.
Yes, sir. We got one for Patty. What you got, Jay?
Tom Brady, the Bucks.
Hey, we got one for the Bucks.
Come on,
I don't
man.
have an answer, so we're gonna leave it tied. No, I'm kidding. I'll say this. I think the Chiefs will have the better offense. And I think Tampa Bay will have the better defense. So because of that, I don't know who will win. That I keep going back and forth every day with myself. Because the Chiefs have Travis Kelce. They've been doing the best in this postseason easily. They've been doing better. Travis Kelce and Hill been doing better than everybody else in this postseason. But Tampa Bay's defense has been going crazy. So,
hey, Jaden. Since you're going with Tom Brady and I'm going with Patty, let's put 100 on it, man.
100?
100.
All right.
It's sick. Hey, huh?
Be on FanDuel for sure.
Put a band on it. 100. I'm down.
Oh, put 100 on it, man. Hey, so look.
Whoa, he said a band?
A band?
No. Just
okay.
100. Just
100. Okay.
Nah,
hold on, man, dog. Because you want me to go to the bank?
Nah. Hey, I'm gonna be on FanDuel though.
I'll rock out with just money. Just 100. Just a little 100.
We can do that 100, man. G, what you got on it, man?
I ain't got because I can't make a decision with myself. I can't be confident in what I chose. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to let y'all do that. Y'all got y'all reasonings for why y'all chose who. I'm going back and forth. So that's on y'all. That's
All
all
right.
y'all. But
Bet.
I'll say this though. I'll be on FanDuel. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bet on FanDuel because it's only $4 to enter. And you could end up winning $1 million. So I'm a bet on FanDuel, but I'm not confident enough with this $100 one. I'll tell you this: the next podcast, if I get confident, I'll join in for sure.
You gonna bet against Tom Brady?
See, that's
Go.
You gonna bet against Patty, who done been there already and
because
beat
I
Tom Brady?
don't want
Never
either
been
one of y'all
there.
to succeed that much. Like if I'm on Jaden's side and Ray win, then he get
He
200.
got 6 of them things.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need him to get 200. That's too much success in one night. You know what I'm saying?
I can't.
That's crazy. But that will be the end of the podcast. This has been the Me to You podcast. I am your host, It's G Fazo, with my co-host Jaden and my co-host Ray. We appreciate y'all for watching the first ever podcast of the Me to You podcast. We do upload every Tuesday and Friday. So be watching out for the next episode on Friday. This should be Tuesday, February 2nd? Yeah, coming out February 2nd on Tuesday. We'll be uploading at 3 p.m. So be here Friday, 3 p.m. to watch the next Me to You podcast. We appreciate y'all coming on this journey with us, and be ready for some more conversations, some better conversations as we get comfortable. Y'all get comfortable. It's been me and mine to you and yours. Yes, sir. That was some good shit right there.
And we out of here, man.